How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today we're here with Noel.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Please excuse the background noise. My dog Bentley is just trying to play fetch right now. Terrible timing, as always.
The best timing as usual.
Yeah. But Noel is here with us today because he's not only a guest, but he is now kind
Even
of
more.
kind of a permanent guest.
Yep.
He is our new co-host.
Member of the team, baby.
Hell yeah, new
Yep.
team member on board. Super excited to have you join us in the journey. Oh, ready. You joined the pursuit.
Oh, I joined the pursuit.
Joined
That's what
the
I'm
pursuit.
talking about, guys.
Hell yeah. Wow, I think I'm so clever.
I mean, it's got to be clever.
Yeah, anyways, it's been a while, so quick update for you guys. My goal with this podcast is to get better at hunting. And so I can't do that if I'm not hunting. Therefore, during hunting season, I will probably not be on time with the podcasts. I like to get them out once a week, but when it comes down to it, I'm here to hunt and improve on my hunting.
It'll be a based on success upload schedule.
No, seriously. So, I guess if you guys have any recommendations to help us out for spring bear, get it done sooner, and more podcasts will get uploaded sooner. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a quick update for you on how our bear season's going. It's pretty tough right now.
Not done yet.
But it's not done yet. That is very true. We got 2 more weekends until the spring bear hunt season is over, and then on to scouting.
Yep.
So we'll see how it goes. We have some big plans for this weekend.
Yep. We have exciting new plans. A new spot has arisen. We're going to go check it out, see what it has to offer, and we're excited. It has a lot of potential, for sure.
Yeah, and we've got some input on it from others, and that's where my excitement, I guess, comes from, because I know some big bears have been harvested in this area.
Yep. Fairly recently as well.
Yeah, fairly recently, but also with the known point that there are still other bears around. And
it's a big pool to hunt from.
Yeah, definitely. Can not necessarily be picky, but would be unlikely not to see one in this spot.
And that's perfect. That's exactly what we need at this point in the season.
Yeah. Yeah. We definitely need something in the freezer, dude.
Oh, yeah. It'd be sweet to get any bear at this point.
For real.
Yeah.
So anyways, some more updates for you guys. I don't know if any of you guys follow our Instagram. So if you don't,
go check it out.
It's just at Prey Pursuit. There we upload almost every day, if not every day, every other day.
Yep.
It's just videos on the story, reels, suggestions, just stories. Go check it out. It has a lot of good information, and soon we'll be posting our new merch that's coming. We had our buddy at work designed Parker. Shout out to Parker if he's listening. Parker. Who knows? But shout out to Parker. He designed our new logo for our podcast. So you guys can check it out there. And our new merch is going to be pretty basic just to start off. Obviously, logo, probably just on the front of a hoodie or a t-shirt. Or
just a preliminary drop.
Yeah, so be sure to check it out. They'll be around pretty long term. Colors will switch up as we get more invested into this. But it's a good base, and we would love the support. So, yeah, check out the Instagram if you haven't already. Speaking of, with the Instagram, you will also see a post coming soon. Probably a week or so after this podcast, you'll see a post about a giveaway we're going to have for this summer. So we're not only a hunting podcast, but we're kind of like an outdoorsman podcast. We're we're looking for prey, and that includes fish.
Pursuit of all animals in all seasons.
Oh yeah, anything
Yeah.
legal.
Anything legal, and fishing is the big one in Montana in summer for sure. So we'll have to get into that for sure.
And Noel is probably more of the fishing guy here.
Yeah, I did a lot of fishing back home, and I got a little bit into fly fishing last season, so I have a little bit of experience in it. A lot of close calls, but nothing yet. But just getting better.
Oh yeah, and that's what's important, right?
Oh yeah, always
And
the pursuit of more knowledge.
I'm trying to get into it more this summer after this bear season wraps up. Get out onto the water once it settles down too. It's been pretty high water rapids right now.
Yeah, it's definitely runoff. We've got a lot of storms coming through, and it's just raising the water levels even more.
Yeah, and monsoon June is just around the corner. Well, I guess we're here now. We're recording this on June 2nd.
Yep,
so.
yep. Just barely dipping our toes into June, and there was a thunderstorm yesterday. So.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. It's starting off strong.
I got stuck out in that storm on the mountains, but we'll talk about that later.
It was a big one. There was emergency warnings.
Yeah, that was rough. But
yep.
So yeah, check out the Instagram because there will be a giveaway for a new fly rod. That's what I was going to say.
That looks pretty sweet. I just checked it out.
Yeah, not only will there be a new fly rod. Yeah, it came in today.
Yep.
Into the office today.
Yep.
And
got our first looks at it.
It's sitting right behind us in its box and brand new condition, waiting for one of you guys.
a lucky contestant.
Yeah, so be sure to check out the Instagram because that giveaway will be running off of there pretty soon, right around the corner. But
keep your eyes peeled for it.
I believe I was also going to say, not only is there a rod, but there are going to be some custom flies. Yeah, custom
accessories,
flies.
Some custom flies from a very special someone.
We're going to be giving away some flies for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from Aaron's Custom Tying from Wisconsin. So be sure to check his website out, check his Instagram out.
Handmade quality flies.
Yeah, very good quality. We're gonna be putting them to the test in a couple of weeks here.
Oh yeah, we'll let you know how they fare against these Montana fish.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I think I talked to him recently. I'm not sure if he's doing like flies for trout, but also maybe for bass and other. Who knows?
Oh yeah, it's not just a Montana thing. It's in all states.
Right. And I know he was tying up leeches recently. Ooh. It was something new I saw on a story.
Those are effective everywhere. People catch stuff on leeches all the time.
Yeah. I mean, I know I did in Wisconsin. I don't know about the trout here, but
I've heard of people doing it here.
Really?
Yeah.
For trout or?
Yeah, for trout.
Wow.
Yeah. It's they do some funny colors with them too, but I think regular leeches work just fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to learn more about that. Hopefully catch some fish because I love eating fish. I just never catch it.
We should do a catch and cook episode.
Yeah, I'm down.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, for sure. And maybe we could find it in an area with service, do it live.
Right?
That'd be sweet. I want to get more interactive with you guys. So if you guys like that idea, show some support.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. Who knows what I'm cutting out at this point, dude? Editing is hard. I might not cut any of this out.
There we go.
Who knows? Maybe they know where the rod's coming from already. But we'll find out.
Secret sauce.
Anyways, fishing. You want to talk anything on fishing? Have you gone yet this season?
Not this season yet, no. I was thinking about going, and then I saw the water levels and the amount of mud that's in the river, and I'm good for now.
Yeah.
I went out last season during runoff, and it's just not very successful for me, at least. But I have some more information about fishing it, but I'm gonna fish it when the waters clear up. That's my big plan.
I was driving down that way.
Yeah.
Yesterday, you know the spot I went to, and the river that I was driving past, still like kind of the same level we saw it at recently.
Really?
So really high, and there was a guy pulled over whitewater kayaking, and it was like right before the storm was pulling through. and I don't think he knew it was coming, but he was out with his son kayaking, and there was like a good amount of people in the river, so I wasn't too worried for him. But
Yeah.
he was a hitchhiker. He had his thumb out, and I was like, "Oh,
With a
fuck it."
kayak?
Oh no,
Oh.
it looked like he was just parking his car at the end of the route. Well, yeah, that's what he was doing. He was parking his car.
Oh, and
like
then
where
hitchhiking back. I see
Yeah,
what you're saying.
so he was hitchhiking back to his son up at this pull off, and I was going upriver, and he needed a ride, so I pulled over, and he was actually super nice, pretty rad. He was telling me about the river, what the choppiest sections were, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just some light chat, and yeah, then we saw a fisherman, and we were both talking. We were like, "Why are you even out here?"
Yeah.
Like just look at sit and watch a river. Don't even try to fish. You're just gonna lose flies at this rate.
It's more impressive to see how it's going right now than to catch any fish in it.
Exactly. Go look for some bear for turkey or something.
Right?
Or just sit and watch a river. Don't be fishing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like possible to catch fish in the river right now. It's just, I don't know. They could be
in that river?
The river's like twice as large. Yeah.
You think so?
Oh, for sure.
Oh wow.
If you just fish towards the banks, I think that's.
I wouldn't know, but
I mean,
there's definitely like larger, chiller, like more relaxed rivers around here, even with high water going on.
Absolutely.
Better places to go fishing.
I think the fishermen probably just wanted a challenge. You know, I mean, fish gotta eat; they're gonna be eaten, but
True.
just gotta figure it out with the runoff. Figure out what they're up to.
True that. And yeah, so I gotta get better at. I just don't know where the fuck they're hiding in that.
Yeah, I
rapids.
I got some more information. It's definitely on the end of rapids and behind rocks, and the most places that I've seen fish is like next to rock walls. They kind of hide at the bottom where the water's moving. It's almost like a pool of water that they kind of just sit in, and maybe it's because bugs fall off the rocks or something, but something about that fish really love. Yeah, from what I've seen at least.
Do you know what's biting nowadays?
Or not currently.
Would be.
I think theoretically it'd probably be like nymphs of, I don't know, probably stonefly nymphs or some little midge nymphs or something. But
theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah.
About that? Theoretically.
Whenever you say theoretically, it never happens. It's like a curse.
Yeah, I heard this also on what podcast? The Meat Eater podcast with Steven Rinella. They always say, what do they say? I told you, but I'm blanking on it now.
That makes two of us.
Yeah, but in my version of it is theoretically the bear should be sitting on a south-facing slope.
Theoretically, they should be sitting in this south-facing meadow that we're looking at.
Big green meadow with wildflowers and you know, all the resources and food in the surrounding area. And they're never there. But that's all part of it.
Part of the game.
I want to remember what they would say on their podcast, because it was like basically same idea,
different words.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Draw tags. Should we talk about scouting a little bit?
For your draw tag, or just for draw tags in general? Yeah.
I mean, we could talk draw tags in general. I want to do a separate episode actually on that.
We'll get more information and put some bullet points out.
Yeah, just Western states in general too.
Yeah.
So
I actually have I heard that one of my buddies in Washington put in for a bunch of draw tags and got none of them. So
yeah,
not great odds, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it always depends on zone or units and you know what you're going for, what you want to achieve. Because like I could have listed 3 draw tags that I could almost guarantee like I would not draw type of thing.
Yeah.
Just because there's the zones are like God level when it comes to public land hunting. You know, like it's like
you have options.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It just depends on units. But what I did do this year was apply for a unit that's fairly popular.
Achievable?
Yes. achievable just because I'm a local, and they accept a higher percentage of locals than they do out-of-staters in this spot.
Does it differ on spots whether they accept more locals or out-of-staters?
I believe so, but don't quote me on that.
I won't quote you, but that
None of
would
you
make
can.
sense.
But yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Or it could be a general thing. I kind of want to look that up, but maybe later on I will. But I drew this tag. It's a fairly popular spot, but it still holds really, really great elk. Like, I don't know. It's hard to talk and not give away too much detail.
Yeah, gotta beat around the bush a little bit.
So the zone I picked was a high percentage zone if it was my first choice. So I said, okay, bet. Because I wanted to draw knowing that there's a chance I'm not in Montana forever, knowing that I have a wedding in a year. I'm getting married. And
congratulations.
Thank you. And
for those who didn't know.
Yeah. Woo woo. Can't wait. But at the same time, who knows where that's going to leave me down the line with hunting in Montana. Because that might not be an option for very much longer. With that being said, I wanted to draw a tag that I had a good chance at drawing, but also wouldn't be like, it would be better than just a general elk tag.
Yeah,
because that's what fair. I had last season. I had zero luck at all. But also, I didn't push for elk either.
Yeah, we were pushing for deer most of the season.
Yeah. And if we saw an elk, I was going to shoot it. But that never happened. So
yeah, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of elk at our deer spots.
No, and no deer in the deer spots either.
That must have been just timing.
Yeah. No, it really was. The season was poor. But I don't know. We should have done better, and we're going to do better.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. And so this spot, I want to go out. Let's see. Let's look at a calendar. I want to go out before the 4th. You're welcome to join if you want.
Yeah, this is going to be at least a duo trip, if not a trio trip.
Yeah, the spouse might be joining.
Yeah, we might do a camping weekend there or something, see how it goes.
Yeah, we're going to have to camp because it's a lot further than what we normally are hunting.
Yeah.
To the point where I don't think it's even possible to make it there and back in one day, along with a good scout, like a full day scout.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh, excuse my dog again.
Bless you.
But,
okay,
anyways, we'll plan this later.
Yeah.
We got to get out there. We got to scout. The spot I'm scouting, how do I describe it? It's flat, but it's also very hilly. Some rolling hills, some minor mountains. I wouldn't call them mountains, maybe like large foothills.
Yeah, just hilly terrain, and it differs.
And a lot of draws, which is in our favor because those elk like to stay in the lower ends of those draws or in the lower spots.
Yeah.
Because normally there's water in that area, first of all, and also just cooler in general. And during those hot times of the year, they need water. Every day they're going to go down, especially during the rut, they're running around.
Yeah.
They're getting all tired, they're fucking.
Yep.
They need water.
They need water, they need energy.
Oh, yeah. So I'm hoping, actually, let's pull this up right now so we can get a better, you guys can hear what goes on through my mind when we're e-scouting. So I'm going to pull up Go
Live
Hunt.
demo of e-scouting, folks.
I'm going to pull up our business account and Go Hunt. Speaking of, Noel, you got to open your personal account so you can join our business account.
Sounds good to me.
Get you some free points. All right, let's go to maps. And I'll pull up my spring elk hunt in Montana. Did I just say spring elk hunt?
You might have.
Dear God. We're gonna be shooting some illegal ass elk in that
we
case.
know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about bow, elk, Montana, archery. There we go.
For the fall.
For the fall. You like that work I've put in so far? Just kidding. That's like nothing. That's not even in the right zone, bro.
Oh.
That's a sad part. That all was plan B if I didn't draw.
I see.
So here's my zone, my unit. Deer, elk, lion districts on. Speaking of, I'm pretty sure there's an over-the-counter lion tag in the zone,
Nice.
which I've heard recommendations of getting. Nonetheless, like
yeah, at least one of us,
because apparently they're pretty active in this area.
Nice.
Well, this zone, and this zone.
Okay.
That's where we're legally allowed to hunt.
It's a good amount of area.
Yeah. Always for backup, I'm gonna bring it up now. Backup, I want to look at that area.
Okay.
But that would be literally like elk don't exist here, but we don't want to leave this area. We go there. If anything, I think I'd rather just go towards Bozeman if we need. But we're here right now, and you see all these draws.
Oh yeah, that's where we want to be.
Yeah, I like those draws, and I like specifically up in here. Right there, you can't hunt that. Okay. But that looks, honestly, of course, looks like the best spot to hunt.
Yeah.
Because of all of this water.
Yeah, why is that? Just because there's a road there? Or is that not a road?
No, that's a road. I didn't notice that in past e-scouting.
Oh.
But I've heard in this spot also it gets very gunky, very gumbo-y. That's what it's called.
A little sloppy when it rains.
Yeah. Bad gumbo for sure. So really, if it rains, we got to get the fuck out of there.
Fair enough.
Because I don't have the right equipment to get myself unstuck.
Yeah, I don't know how hard I could push. Not enough to get us out of the mud.
Not with the gumbo.
No.
So we're going to put point of interest right there and save that. But these draws overall, so here, look how many roads there are.
Yeah.
So we're going to be able to check out a good amount of area from the vehicle. But I've also heard that with this spot, a lot of older folks, who draw the tag, like this tag because there's so many roads. They just drive around, and anything that they can't shoot from the road, they don't want to bother.
So they try to bow hunt from the road, or do they just shoot?
Well, I guess that was more so a comment towards rifle season.
Okay. But so does your tag, is that only for archery season?
Yeah, it's only for archery. Okay. So thanks for course correcting me.
Yeah, but it's a different draw tag for gun season then?
Yes, exactly. Total different draw. This unit, though, honestly just looks lit. I think we're just going to stay in this unit most of the time because most of this unit is lowland and private land. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look like that because of all this, but most of it's private land. This, on the other hand, most of it's public land. So
your tag is just to hunt the area, and you have to still abide by the laws of the area.
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
I see.
So any public land in these units are allowed to hunt.
I see.
But others like that don't have the draw tag can't hunt this unit because it's not general.
Okay.
I don't know. These areas look pretty decent too with the greenery. I want to look for wallows.
Yes, yeah, wallows are going to be key.
Yeah, I think like that's where we can find some wallows. Up, down in these areas. Up, down, and around.
Up, down, in, out, back, forth, and
yeah. But low key, be ready to hike a whole lot if you want to come because I'm gonna try to cover all of this.
All right. And our scouting over summer will help us tell.
Yeah. So basically, the plan is to scout them. I want to scout once in June, once in July, twice in August, and then by that second one in August, that's gonna be the herd I'm targeted on.
I see.
And
I see.
we're gonna go probably opening day, maybe a couple days before,
I like that idea.
and just watch the herd. We're gonna stalk them and try to get it done opening morning.
I like that idea.
Because
Sounds like a professional hunt.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've also got to see if there's service in this area, because I got some cellular trail cams that I could put up during the off season, but I don't know how much I want to invest in the other trail cameras, because I'm not like, I don't think it tells us too much.
Yeah.
Like, it obviously gives some good information while you're not there, because you can't be there. At the same time, I feel like it might be a little bit of a waste of time if things don't work out the way we plan. Which, knowing us theoretically, it's not gonna.
No. Theoretically, it'll all work out. But I feel like the more planning we do, the less theoretical it becomes. The more scouting and the more hours that we put into the spot. And trail cams definitely help with that too if there is service.
Definitely. So we'll have to see when that time comes. Some things we were talking about was possibly trying a spot within these units where you have to float into. I don't think it's going to be necessary, to be honest. It'd be cool, but it seems like we might need a bigger boat than just a. I don't know. I don't have a boat, so we would need a decent sized boat.
We need to buy a boat.
Yeah, which, like, rent, I'd be down.
Yeah. I was actually driving yesterday and I saw a boat for sale, but it had no motor, so.
Oh, fuck, that might be as cheap. Buying a new motor might be as cheap as renting one there.
That's true. It was kind of like almost a fishing boat, just one of those shells, you know.
Yeah, I've seen a lot for like 500 range on Facebook right now.
Yeah, it was kind of out towards Yellowstone, so it's probably
Damn storms coming through again.
Oh yeah, it was calling for more thunderstorms.
Speaking of thunderstorms, so yesterday I went out hunting. All right, so I was hunting yesterday at an undisclosed location.
Yeah, we didn't just say the location.
Totally didn't just edit out.
Not even a little bit.
But I was at my hunting spot yesterday, and I knew there was a storm coming.
Gotta get in the hours when you have them.
Yeah, I knew there was a storm coming, but I don't know. I thought I could push my luck and see if there'd be a bear coming out during the storm right after it. Try to wait out till like 9:30 when the bears start to come out late at night. But that didn't totally work out, and it started hailing about 5 minutes after the rain started. Actually, lightning kind of started first, then rain.
Before the hail or before the rain?
The rain. Like,
wow.
First, yeah, lightning was coming. I was like, okay, here it comes. Got all my rain gear on because I could tell it was going to be a rough one. Started hailing on me during, like, if any of you guys follow the Instagram, you would have seen on my story a video of me sitting under some trees getting soaked. And then all of a sudden there's just a flash of lightning, and my face, you can just see like my jaw like kind of drop and my eyes just bright.
You get an instant
open. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit. I am stuck in the woods, and lightning just struck within like 30 yards of me.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling when you go out
and it's hailing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right, what did I put myself in?
Might have to call it.
I've been trying to conquer my fears of backcountry hunting alone, and now I put myself in this situation, and now I gotta run back down to the main trail.
You know, the bears probably called it too. You weren't going to see anything with that kind of weather out there.
Well,
they were going home.
Here's the thing, dude. After I ran through that field with my steel barrel pointed up at the sky with the lightning flashing, I felt alive, and I was driving home, eating my last Taco Bell burrito that I had left over.
There you go.
And I was on a high, and the rain chilled, so I went down another road over there. Looking for some more, and all I saw were some muley.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't know. I did see a sow and cub. I forgot to mention at the first spot walking back from my.
Like
It
within
was like
range?
it wasn't walking back; it was driving back. But I was
Yeah.
walking back to my truck, got in the truck, started driving. Within a mile or two from where the closest spot I could park to my trail was,
Yeah.
there was a sow and cub, and I got out of the truck because I saw the sow, and I got out, put my rifle up, was getting real excited, and out comes little cub right behind her, and it was like the biggest sense of defeat ever. So I just went home and cried myself to sleep. Basically.
Was it a big one?
No. But it would have been something. Which sounds bad, but honestly,
it's
I just want to shoot a bear.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been
the
like,
right thing.
yeah, right. It's not like I shot it and just let the cub be and die, but I'm trying to do the right thing, but at the same time be successful. And Noel's got a blinking mic. What does that even mean? Well, there you go. It's connected again. And we're back. Option 2 for elk. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm back on go hunt.
I'm always down for that.
Option 2 for elk is right here. Or wait.
I like the way the go hunt map looks. You zoom in and you get a lot of information.
Yeah.
Like roads and rivers and everything.
Yeah. I mean, you can there's like a setting. This is same with most of it. It's the same on Onyx. Yeah. There's a setting that you can turn everything on and off.
Ah, I see.
To the point where trails will be different colors based on how hard they are.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it'll be like one trail and it'll start green and then slowly you can see their switchback so it turns yellow. And then if it's straight up, it'll be red.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice, honestly, when it comes to the hunting aspects and packing out and everything.
Yeah. Is that info that you recently got or
I've had for a while, but but the guy who gave me recent info on the bear also gave me recent info on this spot, as well as 2 other people within the past 2 weeks.
Nice.
And one other guy last fall. I know shot a bull bear.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
So yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah. We're getting real lucky with people that are honestly, very generous with their hunting experience.
For sure, we work with some awesome people, and they've been helping us out big time.
Couldn't trade it for anyone. It's really great.
Yeah. But yeah, I came out to this spot on what day was that? Friday. I came out to this spot on Friday, and the road was still down. It was still closed, bro. It was still closed.
Is that the one that Tim goes up?
Mm-mm.
No, okay.
That was the place I was at yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That I said the name of earlier.
Undisclosed.
Yeah. But if it was open, look at this. Well, okay, so driving through this, all of this private is bear heaven. It's beautiful green grass. But if you got up in there, there's definitely some good options.
Lots of south facing, lots of spots that are open that they'd be, and that's where we saw a rattlesnake, right? Or no?
No, that was a spot I went to on Saturday. Saturday was a whole different day of bullshit.
Boy, you were all over the place.
I drove to Dad's spot where we saw the snake.
Yeah.
And there was another snake, believe it or not,
really?
on the same spot on the road, probably 25 feet beforehand.
And they were both alive. Bridge. I mean, the one before was definitely alive.
It was dead. I was going to say that. It was a butt. It was for sure dead.
Oh. They just don't want to touch it.
It was ran over by something.
Oh.
But
wow.
Middle of the road, dead snake in the same spot. Thought it was crazy. Kept going.
No way,
road
it's the same
was
snake.
Open at this spot.
Yeah.
And this is the spot.
Yeah.
Tim told me he liked to hunt as a kid and go there. And you know how Tim likes to hunt. So It was that type of area. And
yeah.
I hope Tim doesn't hear this. Sorry, Tim, if you did.
He only listens
we're different type of hunters.
He only listens to alien stuff on Spotify.
That is true. Art Bell replays.
If we did a extraterrestrial episode, he'd be all over it. But
all right, so I was driving Saturday down that road, and it kept going for miles and miles and miles, and it just kept going and going and going. And I drove around, found this spot after like 2.5 hours of driving down a dirt road that was an hour from my house already. So it was like 3.5 hours of driving. Got to the end of this road, or one of them.
Yeah.
And I sat glassed for like 2 hours, got really bored because I was by myself. Yeah, and so I tried going on a hike. Got the most eerie feeling ever on this hike. Like I've been hunting for a couple days now, like straight, like by myself.
Yeah.
And I haven't felt like this yet. It was weird. I was like, I need to get the hell out of here right now. So I turned around and I felt like a pussy, but that's okay.
You're sitting here right now.
Yeah,
it worked.
Kept driving some more roads and it was just a bust. There was pretty good green stuff, but not open. It was just too enclosed. Yeah. And then, the spots I was like, okay, the bear would be hanging out here. It was pretty populated. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave. Not worth it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It does seem that the open spaces where, bear would be are also where people like to sit and, look at mountains and stuff. So,
dude, look at what this is I just discovered. What is all of this?
Looks mighty green.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like a lot of grassy fields in the back country. Yeah, dude. Holy shit.
Wow.
How do you 3D this? Doop.
I thought you just... Oh, there it is. There we go.
Oh, that's the top of a mountain, brother.
Oh, well.
Might have just joked to herself.
Hey, bear don't discriminate.
Okay.
Is that a road?
No, this is not.
Is that a trail or a road up there?
That's a trail.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are all trails.
That doesn't look too bad, though, but we can't really get to that side. That's far.
No.
If we were like halfway down, maybe.
Wow. I can't see it anymore.
We're looking at Canada now.
Yeah. All right.
Whoops.
I'm going to hop off Go Hunt because it's probably not too entertaining. Oh, dude. Do you watch Duck Dynasty or have you growing up?
I definitely have. It was a guilty pleasure of mine a couple of years ago, but I kind of got out of it.
That was like the only type of duck hunting my dad ever introduced me to, which is, honestly, just enough.
Exactly.
To get me to love it.
Yeah.
But
it definitely sparked a little interest for me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there was some bad news.
I was going to say, you heard the news?
Yeah.
Phil Robertson has passed away. Rest in peace, Phil.
A true legend.
Yeah.
Legend of the sport. Legend of his community.
Probably one of my favorite members of the Duck Dynasty.
Oh, yeah.
Of their empire. And
probably one of everyone's favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, he was beloved.
Yeah. He was everyone's grandpa.
Yeah.
He cracked the most funny jokes out of all of them.
Yeah.
I keep seeing funny ones pop up on social media now that time's passed and people are bringing up memories.
Yeah.
But I'll see videos of him my favorite was they're all fishing, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And the game warden starts walking through the woods. He's out in the background and he just places his rod down and scurries away without saying anything to anyone. And everyone's just like, is that the warden? Well, who's coming back? And they're like, oh, that's the game warden. And they look back. Phil is just nowhere in sight. And they pull it back up to a clip of him on the documentary portion. And he's just like, yeah, I just saw those jeans and I knew I had to go. So funny.
A wise man as well.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Teaching everyone the proper way.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We do things legally here.
Oh, yeah.
But It's always a good joke and good jokester. Have you seen the AI photo of him in heaven?
No, I haven't.
It's like Phil Robertson met by 12 million angry mallards, and he walks through the gates of heaven. And it's just a picture. Let me show you, dude. This is so funny.
It should be the.
You know what I need to? Oh, here it is. I was gonna say I need to start using Chat GPT to help me out, but no, fuck that.
Oh, I got that's too funny.
Yeah. Greeted in heaven by 12 million angry ducks.
Oh man.
But yeah, hopefully, honestly, pray that his soul may rest in peace, because he will be missed dearly down here on Earth.
By millions.
Oh yeah. But all right, what's something happier, dude? It was all sad and awkward.
Speaking of game wardens, I had one follow me on the road all the way till I got here. I thought it was a cop till I got here.
Dude, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
I can't lie, I fell for that like yesterday or 2 days ago as well.
Yeah.
I was pulling out of somewhere. I was like, oh, there's a cop behind me. And then I just saw the logo on the side.
Yeah.
It's like white truck, of course.
Yep. No, it was actually a gray one, but I could tell it was government.
I've seen green ones too around here. Yeah.
Sneaky.
Sneaky. Yeah, there are a lot of gray ones.
Yeah. I saw the logo when it passed me. I was like, that's who it was.
All right, what are we at? We're at 46 minutes. Let's keep it rolling.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. I'm gonna pull up a couple things because I wanted to. We low-key recorded an episode already about 2 weeks ago, or was that a week ago?
Week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. It was sometime recently.
Some clips got uploaded to Instagram.
Yep.
So you guys can check them out there, but it never fully got released because there was. I was gonna say there's technical errors, but there's no technical errors. Why didn't we release that one? Oh, that's why. Because I tried to record a video, and it was like a vlog style podcast, or not a vlog, but just like a studio
video podcast.
Yeah, a video podcast.
Yeah.
And it just completely went to crap, and I don't know what happened to my editing software, but it looked fine on my phone. And then I like transferred it to my laptop, and it just went to shit. And the editing is a little bit too difficult to do from a phone, so you guys just got some nice clips of that.
Yep.
We can run through a couple of those topics again now if you'd be down.
Yeah.
Because I have them up still.
Yeah, go for it. We'll definitely get the video under control. But
yeah, we want to get that going for sure.
Yeah.
Get clips. I'm trying to upload more content video wise to Instagram.
We also kind of lost the setup.
Clips.
We lost a couch. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. My fiance has been very, very, very gracious and was like, okay, if you buy me a new couch, we can sell our guest bed and make that into a little podcast room. So, thank you, Sophie. I love you.
Yep.
If you're listening, you probably aren't because I know you support me fully, but I know these bored the fuck out of you, so you're probably not listening. Which is really funny. I could really just
someone send this clip to Sophie and say you're a real one.
With a heart emoji or something.
There you go.
For real, she's been awesome. She's letting me kind of revamp our guest room into the podcast room. So as that's progressing, we'll keep you guys updated, and you'll see the progression as it comes, because I'm sure our media will only kind of upgrade as it comes from there, because I'm getting new mics, headsets, and some fancy office chairs and stuff. Just make it all comfy.
Yep. We're getting all kinds of
can display my horns and stuff.
Nice.
I found a shed a couple weeks ago, so we can put that in there.
Luckily, the dogs haven't gotten to it yet, keeping it safe.
Yeah, I got to keep it on the high shelf.
Yeah.
My dogs love to chew up the antlers, which is like, I'm cool with it. But at the same time, this is my first Montana shed, so I don't really want to fuck it up. Even though it's literally a tiny little spike.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a fork, but it's a fucking yearling. You know, it's tiny.
But I mean, he has plenty to chew up already.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but he's destroying his toys right now. Bentley. Yeah.
Oh, that's the
what
look
I thought.
of shame. The look of shame. You've been caught. It's better that though than attacking me and making me throw the ball even more.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take it.
Did you hear about the Montana National Guard with the elk horns? Elk sheds?
I heard about
we talked about this earlier. I'm not gonna
we
bullshit
talked
you guys.
about it,
yeah.
but yeah, that
I know you heard about it.
It's just a messed up situation.
Yeah. Montana National Guard decided to use
taxpayer resources.
Yeah, a helicopter.
Fly themselves into some places that they shouldn't be. Private land, was it?
Yeah, flew themselves right in our backyard too.
Jeez.
Near the Crazy Mountains.
Wow.
And there's some real nice ranches up there that are all outfitted or just not hunted at all, and they're just preserved by the ranchers, and most of it's outfitted. And there's some huge elk herds up there. I see them all the time.
Lots of bulls, lots of big bulls, and they're dropping lots of big sheds.
Yeah, and so in the wintertime, they get in these giant herds of like literally hundreds of elk.
Yeah.
And they just sit in the middle of a field, basically. And
they know that they're on safe land.
As long as they're safe and got enough resources, they'll sit there all winter. So, or like in the general area on that ranch.
Yeah.
So the National Guard decided to fly in on their helicopters, grab some of these sheds that they dropped off, and then take them home with them. They got caught, thankfully. A local neighbor reported them, and then the rancher eventually had to reach out and be like, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Right? Give them back.
Yeah. But basically, sounds like they're getting trespassing fines. I don't know if there's any more updated from that, but hopefully they get a little more than just trespassing, because that's a form of poaching. That's a form of theft.
Yeah, I don't know how the laws pertain to that, because it's like nature. I don't know.
A theft of sheds, a theft of resources from the taxpayers.
Yeah, but would the sheds technically belong to the rancher? I mean, they're on his land, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Because it's private land.
That's true.
Yeah.
But could they make the case that it's not his animal, so it's not his stuff?
Not in the world of elk.
Okay.
Or shed hunting.
Okay.
That's like saying, oh, I shot this guy's deer that was in his yard because it's an animal and it's a free animal. It's not his animal, but it was in his yard.
But it's on his land, so it's his property technically.
Yeah,
same
concept.
Okay.
So if I was driving by and there's a fence line, but there's a elk shed right across it, 10 feet from the side of the road, that fence line makes it so I can't legally go pick it up. Well, also, I'm not a shed hunter. I'm going to put that out there now. So someone can correct me on this if needed. But I'm pretty sure there's certain, I know deadheads, there's certain permits you have to get. Or you have to get it approved by the FWP before you take it.
Before you even pick it up?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And I don't know if there's a tag or a permit or anything you need for any sort of shed.
Yeah, is that for certain animals or just for...
Maybe certain places, more like. Maybe certain animals, as in if
it's a restricted elk unit, then you
like a deadhead elk. I know there's this guy I follow in the local area that does a lot of shed hunting.
Yeah.
And he found this huge dead elk.
Yeah.
Fairly soon after elk season was over, and it had an arrow in it.
Oh.
And it was a monster elk. I want to say it was a 6x6, 7x6, 6x7, whatever. Mature big bull. And he brought it into the FWP. They did whatever they needed to do. Their testing, their reporting.
Yeah.
And then they gave it back to him and let him keep it. The original owner contacted him saying, "Hey, this is my arrow."
Oh, he thinks it's his kill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, "Can I buy it off of you?"
Oh.
I'm pretty sure this guy said no, just because it was his fair and square. It was his
if he
deal.
left it, then
and like that's a huge deal. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like if you can't find your kill, no offense, you don't deserve it.
Yeah, that's not like ethical.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to worry where your kill went. Right. Like it should have dropped within 100 yards any direction. You know.
It was an error on you to let it go in the first place.
Right.
So.
Which like mistakes happen.
Right.
Nothing.
Yeah.
No hate.
No.
But
something obviously went wrong.
You couldn't be mad at him for wanting to keep it.
No. And I feel like he has every right to in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just some local news for you guys.
Yeah.
What else? So the Nevada and Utah land. I'm not even going to speak on it too much because I don't know too much about it.
It's up in the air currently.
Well, yeah. I heard, so there was a big bill. Originally, the bill was to pass, 1.5 million acres of public lands. And that got reduced.
Either reduced or
rejected. It sounded
rejected.
Like it kind of got rejected, and then there's still a bunch of other public lands that are up for sale in other ways.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily through the same bill. It's not necessarily in the same directives, but it's still happening. So keep your eyes out, guys. Make sure just to let your representatives know you care about your public lands.
Be vigilant. Don't let them sneak anything through while we're not looking.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just
no backdoor options.
Stay aware that they're trying to take some of our public land, and they're not going to stop till they get a little bit. So we got to stop them before they get away with it.
Oh yeah. So, as we're coming to the end of bear hunting season, you got any goals to keep yourself in shape for elk season?
For sure. I mean, scouting alone is definitely going to be a good workout and good experience. And I'm probably going to start hitting local hikes either on weekends or after work on certain days.
Yeah, you should come rock in with me. I'm trying to go rock in up the M Trail.
What is is that just
wait?
Oh yeah.
Pack.
Yeah. You doing the quick way?
Yeah, steep.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I want to do that or like run it and like kind of mix it up. Do that and then
we could probably start without running it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But
start with the rock at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You could run up and run down and meet me.
Yeah, I gotta start that soon because
okay.
I'll put it out there now because if I say it, maybe I'll fucking put my mind to it and do it
for sure. Yeah,
a little better, and that's what I'm here for: making the podcast, putting things out there to get better.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say it now. I want to run races. I want to start running long distance. My goal is to start with a half marathon. Go from there, do a full probably by next summer is my goal. I don't know. Like, I've never trained for something like this, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm researching this all up to YouTube. I'm talking to people I know who are also doing this stuff. But down the line, maybe by next summer, end of summer, who knows? I want to run a 50 really bad and do an ultra. Ultra.
Well, I mean, half marathon is definitely a good place to start.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Got to start somewhere and ease my way up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think if I put my head to it, I can make some pretty good progress.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The more you do it, the easier it gets.
And just running that far and just knowing I'd be able to do that makes hunting look like a breeze.
Right,
you know?
Right. Makes hiking easier.
Yeah, and it's just so fucking badass watching like Truett Haynes run in jeans nonetheless.
That's crazy.
running crazy times.
Yeah.
Who else? Cameron Hanes, his dad. He's been one of my inspirations since day one.
Obviously, David Goggins.
Yeah, that's even more obvious.
Almost goes without mention.
Yeah, David Goggins
for
sure.
Quick shout out to him.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
Who's gonna carry the logs?
Omar Lopez. He's been on my radar just for watching with the Go Hunt crew.
He's getting after it
along
for
with
sure.
Brady Miller. Has been my favorite kind of pastime on YouTube, watching their videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, Omar Lopez Jr. just ran 100 miles a couple weeks ago, right before their New Zealand trip.
Was that his first time?
Yeah, it was like a big deal for him. He was raising money for sheep.
That's a big deal in general. Anyone running 100 miles is impressive.
Yeah,
especially if it's your first time doing it.
First time, under 20 hours, got first place.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean by it was a big deal for him. And then he goes out and kills some tar in New Zealand.
That's a good reward.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
For real.
Yeah.
I aspire to be like these guys for sure. I'm excited to read Cam Hanes' new book. What's it called? It's not Endure, because Endure is the name of his first book that I read. I believe, or not first, but first of this series. I don't know if it's a series.
First of this, I don't know.
The first book I read of his was the Backcountry Bow Hunting. Undeniable is the second book.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if it was true.
I keep saying second book. It's third, at least for me. I don't know what else he's written. It doesn't look like he's written anything else. Yeah. Backcountry Bow Hunting, 2006. Endure, 2002. And then Undeniable, 2025. Or 2022, and then Undeniable, 2025. Sorry, for butchering that, guys. I'm really excited to read this or listen to it if I get the audiobook. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to listen to that later this week at work.
Yeah. Depends how the week goes.
Like, my motivation just gets so high after listening to his books.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it once, I kind of forget it, so I just go right back to it. It's really nice. Also, alright, totally random. Another reason you should go check out our Instagram page is because we got a website coming up soon, and we will have the link in the bio.
Bang.
Bang.
Website soon. Ladies and gentlemen. All right, everyone, it's a work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. Be sure to check
website
out
coming
Instagram.
soon.
Very soon. How do you go home? There we go.
Looks like you're hovering over the home button.
Still not gonna work.
Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to be accurate.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So yeah, be sure to check out the website when that goes up, because that's where you can get your pre-order in for our merchandise.
The new merch drop.
And on there, I think we're gonna have a little chat room. So if you guys have any questions and just want to hit us up, anything in general with hunting, fishing, outdoors,
a Q&A of sorts,
even dumb questions, we take any questions.
Questions are questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question.
I was just gonna say, if anyone tells you there's such thing as a dumb question, yes, there is.
Yeah,
that person is lying straight to your face, including Noel.
Depends how dumb you get. If you get real dumb, there can be a dumb question.
If you're a smart person, there are no dumb questions. But if you're a dumb person, you may be full of them.
Oh,
who knows?
Oh, life advice. Don't be a dumb person.
You know, I graduated from high school, went to college, kind of dropped out of college, went to welding school. I'm out of welding school. We're in real life now, right? We're working real life.
That's real. That's real.
And yet I still meet some real old dudes who ask the dumbest questions.
Yeah, dumb is not an age thing.
Luckily,
folks.
none of them particularly at our work.
No, no.
But, job sites just around the block.
It's funny how dumb you can get even being able to run a job site.
That is very true.
Yeah, sometimes I can't
Construction takes a while for a reason, people.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
What was it? This is totally off the topic, but since we're here, totally rambling now. But when we were at that past job site over other side of town,
yeah,
the guy, the project manager was like, okay, go put up these signs because we're a sign company. We put up signs.
We're sign guys, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, and we were putting up unit numbers for these new apartments.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, start at apartment D because that's the closest one to where we're currently standing, and we're looking at it.
Yep.
And he's like, okay, start at D, go to A.
Mm-hmm.
Started at D, did C, did B, did A. We get a talk to the next day, or like a phone call or whatever later that day, and they're like, hey, we haven't finished the apartments yet. We're like, okay, then why did you tell us to start there?
Yeah, once we got to A, we noticed that all the walls were actually painted.
They're painted. There's more siding too. Did you notice that?
Yeah, there was. It was definitely a more finished building, and the ones that we had done previously were not finished at all. But luckily, it didn't come back to bite us. So,
well, yeah,
I guess we'll take
either
it.
that or their walls destroyed.
Yeah, yeah. Paint over the holes that we drilled.
Yeah. But anyways, little rant for you guys.
Yeah.
Just so you know, there are dumb questions, so be careful out there.
But the more questions you ask, it can save you from being dumb.
That is true too.
Yeah.
So
ask questions, just not dumb ones.
It's like gambling. You gotta pick the right time and
you gotta know right when to hold up.
The right bet. Right question.
Yeah.
But all right. We're gonna let you guys go.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, and
seriously though, go check out the Instagram. We've been working hard on it, and
do it.
We're working even harder on the merch and what else? The website and the video stuff and an actual podcasting area, so we can make this all a little bit more professional and up our game for you guys. I've also been in contact with some pretty cool people that I'm excited to have on. So next episodes should be pretty fun.
Pretty poppin'.
And I'll give you a hint. One of them has to do with Aaron's custom tying. So that's pretty exciting. We'll have some fish talk on next episode. And it'll be a good time.
Title of the next episode, Fish Talk.
Fish Talk.
Fish Talk, baby.
Fish Talk. What was today's? Bill Robertson. Rest in peace.
Bear part 8, 9, and 10.
Oh, you know what else? He didn't die, but he left the internet. The Outdoor Boys.
Oh, yeah. That's another. We had a couple very sad losses. Luke from Outdoor Boys.
Yes. Luke.
Another legend.
Yeah, he didn't die or anything.
No.
He's just not posting anymore, so that's really sad.
He'll be back first, hopefully.
Hopefully his kids carry on the prophecy.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
See how it goes.
All right. So, yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry for the, as we like to call it, the Midwest goodbye. Drag it out as long as possible.
Yeah.
But until next time, we'll see you later.
See you, folks.